This week's edition of Diggnation is brought to you by Tubes Now, GoDaddy.com, Jangle,
and Mr. Wizard.
Kevin, he's dead.
He's a wizard. Wizard.
Welcome to Diggnation.
Also potentially hazardous to your health.
All right, moving on. Why do you have flies in your freaking house? I noticed this earlier.
It's Southern California and I have fruit.
You put zombie and you put ear in the title, and I don't want to do it. Diggnation.com.
Hello and welcome to Diggnation episode number uno doce. I'm Alex Albrecht.
And I'm Kevin Rose. We are not, well, we should say what Diggnation covers.
Yeah, that's what your job.
Diggnation covers some of the weekly top stories of the social news website at dig.com. That's dig.com.
That's right, and we are currently
Not
in
on my couch.
Sonoma.
That's right.
We are at the Infineon Raceway in Sonoma, California. Here in front of, this is, I believe, Danica Patrick's Indy car for the Indy Series.
It's
here
a real
in
car.
Sonoma. That is a real car.
Oh shit.
Oh Jesus.
It's not like a back.
And we just lost everything. And some tires are back. I think this is the backup car though, which is good.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
I've never been this close to a real Indy car. This is insane.
Dude, it's really crazy here. I've never been to an IndyCar race at all. Actually, Mario Andretti himself brought us some of his wine from AndrettiWinery.com for use as our alcoholic substance.
Yes, and thank you for GoDaddy for inviting us out here in the first place.
Always.
The race actually isn't today. It's on Sunday.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sorry, did I do that?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
I'm
it
excited
comes
to try
out so
this wine.
fast because it's Andretti wine.
I just spilled.
See? There's a lot of...
Hold
Don't
on.
do that. What are you doing?
I watch Wine Library TV. This is what they do.
Don't do that.
Gary does this, and
Yeah, but he's calling you an idiot right now.
You need to figure out how to Hold on.
I just gotta drink it.
Ooh, a little bit of Oak Monster. Let's give it a shot.
Wow, it tastes good. That's really nice. It's a 2005 Napa Valley Merlot. So you may be
I still can't
hearing
pick out anything.
random noises in the background. You know what that is? IndyCar shit.
That was actually a moped.
That was a moped, but most of the time it's IndyCar shit. We're actually gonna get driven around the track.
Oh, I'm excited for
I know,
that.
I'm very excited about that.
In see, I don't understand the whole
Pace car?
Yeah, pace car.
Well,
how
pace
is
car
that-
is what sets the pace. So basically there's a car that sits
Right,
in
I get
front.
that, but why aren't we riding in that?
Well, because we would have to drive that and we would kill ourselves.
Well, if we just went really slow,
We would kill the
fine.
car. You know what that car cost that you just slapped?
Like
That you
$250?
just slapped and tickled?
How much?
Maybe $250 million.
No, it does not.
Dude, what?
Prager,
Hey, how much do these cars
cost?
Million bucks.
Million bucks.
How about you just smack the thing that costs $1 million bucks?
All right, I do not have $1 million.
Thank you. Please stop smacking crap.
Okay.
So before we get into the show, we do want to mention that we're going to be in London. We're going to be in London. We're going to be doing a show at the Future of Web Apps in London. You're not supposed to spit it?
No, you are, if you want to get the right taste.
Okay, well, stop spitting it on the
right.
floor.
All right.
That stuff will torch on fire with these cars. So October 3rd at 7 or 7:30?
7:30.
7:30. Be there, be square. If you're not coming to the conference, you can still come and see the show.
You can.
So please don't let the fact that it's at a conference, scare you away
Right.
from coming.
Get the
Because
details.
also it's a 1,000-seat theater. We need
huge.
your freaking butts.
Come out, bring friends. But if you do want to go to the conference, or just check out where it's at and all that good stuff, futureofwebapps.com.
And if you register there, you can register with the code Diggnation to get 10% off your registration.
If you want to go. But you don't have to. You can just come.
Yeah.
And hang out.
Both.
Have beers.
Either. Both.
we go.
Both. Do both.
Should they?
Or either.
People shouldn't bring beers.
Can they bring beers? They can bring beers.
No, they can bring their own beers, but not for us. You know how
No,
we normally
we'll
get
have-
beers in the States stuff? Like when
We'll
we do our
have
live
beers.
shows? We will, and then
I think they're
unless they're
supplying us
really cool
beers.
beers.
Dude,
You know, we should and just ship it back.
ship the back.
You know how we always get beers when we do the live shows, right? People will be like, "Hey, try my beer."
Yeah.
Why don't we have people bring out the beers and we can ship it? Have Prager ship it back. Like we
That's
get
cool.
some really good beers
Yeah.
from London or something. Or
I like that.
England. Yeah,
Bring it
sounds
on.
good. Cool.
Well, shall we get right into it? How about
We
the first
shall.
story of the day? Great Scott, the DeLorean will return in 2008. This is a very good place to do that. 3,137 people dug the story, submitted by RMW132. James Espy, VP of DeLorean Motor Company. Job one will begin the third quarter of this year with delivery of Q1 08. We're aiming for $57,500 for the sale price. $57,500.
$57K. That's not crazy.
That's amazing, and it's a DeLorean. They
But
said they're going to keep the original square nose front.
Yeah, I want a little bit of a little modern
No,
take
they're
on
gonna
it.
they're gonna modernize
Okay,
it, but
good,
they're
good,
not
good,
gonna
good.
modernize it so much that you're like, what kind of car is that? Oh, it's a
Right.
DeLorean. Oh, isn't that the really cool wing gull? Like it'll probably still have gull wing doors.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Dude, it'll
Give me
come with a
some
flux
other-
capacitor.
Give me some. Yeah, that's like extra. That's not.
It is.
That's not
It's extra.
standard. I wanted different color options. Maybe something different than the old silver.
Silver?
Yeah. There should be a couple other
Oh
colors.
no, silver is a DeLorean.
Dude, I understand, and that will be the classic. It's like, you know, you can get it in that, and everyone will have it in that. But every once in a while, you know, you might want me want a blue one or a red one.
All right, I could get behind maybe a red one. I
I'm
don't know about
excited
blue,
for the
but-
DeLorean to come back. Would you buy one? I don't
Yes.
know. Well, yes.
Yes.
In theory, if we had the money,
Yes.
we would just go, here you go.
Right.
But
Well, but that's a cool
First
thing. I mean, it's
generation
not
kinda new car.
huge. Well, but it's a DeLorean. It's built on the DeLorean. It's not like it's going to be completely brand new.
yeah, but the DeLorean were always notorious for having a lot of problems and
No,
breaking
I'm not
down.
going to lie to you. That's true.
That is true. So,
Well, let's just say we're very excited and we wait with a bated breath,
yes.
whatever that means.
We haven't seen an actual picture yet.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see the pictures. They said next month the pictures
Yeah.
come out. So,
Oh, and by the way, before we get going,
yeah.
you guys are probably wondering, what's wrong with my laptop?
Ah?
Well, that's interesting. We will be discussing this laptop further in the future.
Right. and you
Until
said that-
then, stay tuned.
yes.
Yes.
It is a new.
Hey, bop, bop,
Oh, it's cool.
bop.
Not as
Prop.
cool as Apple.
Yep. Prop.
Next story today.
Next
This one is
story.
very exciting. Flash 9 to support H.264 and AAC HC. I don't know what AAC is. Do you know?
HC.
HC. I don't know what the HC is. I know what AAC is. I don't know what HC is.
High compression, maybe?
Sure. 1083 Douglas story submitted by Carlos74. The new beta should be on labs.adobe.com shortly, and boy, it's great news. H.264, aka MPEG-4 Part 10, for beautiful video and AAC for beautiful audio. This is a
Okay.
pretty cool announcement.
I don't know. To me, what?
No, well, let me explain why. Okay. We all know that, well, I mean, I don't know, you can speak for Totally Rad Show, but when I look at all the shows across Rev 3, I think that the best compression that we always get is when we do the H.264. You get a nice
Yeah, the
small
large
file
H.264,
size.
yeah.
It's just crisp and clear. I think
Although
it's
we don't do that compression, Revision 3 does.
Right. But I think
If we
it's
did it, it maybe Divx, maybe? Divx has some really good
I
compression.
don't know, man. It's really easy to go into QuickTime and just like kick
No,
these
no,
things
that's
out.
easy. But I mean, if we're talking best quality for the small size, there are companies out there that are doing it really well. But I will say that the H.264 is an amazing codec.
It is.
It's an amazing codec.
So that said, the problem with H.264 to date has always been that the only way to play it is to go and download QuickTime.
I see.
And so it's kind of like it's a pain in the ass. And
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't have it. You're on a different computer.
Yeah.
You know. So and yes, you can flame me wherever. There's other H.264 players, but QuickTime is the biggest one.
Yeah.
What they're doing behind the scenes is they're building in that decoder in the software and putting it right into Flash.
Okay,
so
but
no longer do you have to have QuickTime. You just have to have Flash.
So you're saying, so if I go to a website and it's got an H.264 file for me to stream,
No, it's not going to do it through Flash.
well, what the that's what I mean. Why do I care if it's in Flash? You can code it in anything you want. If it's going
Because
to
you
end
get
up
better
being
quality.
a Flash player anyway.
No, but you'll get better quality. See,
Well, I guess that's fine,
Flash
but-
is not a codec. It's just
No,
like
I know, yeah.
So behind the scenes, there always has to be something like Sorensen or something else that's compressing
Translating it, yeah.
Right. So they're saying that they have now added H.264 built in and AAC built in, so you can get that really good, high quality HD playback directly in Flash without having to download anything else. I think it's pretty cool.
So, but
A lot
I
of the
guess I
industry's
don't.
really excited
yeah,
about
but I
it.
guess I just don't understand how. Like, if I go to a website and it's got a dot movie,
You won't even know.
I'm not going to use it.
Right.
But if it's also got a Flash player, I mean, so it's basically going to make it so that the Flash player that I use is now going to be better quality.
Well, it makes it easier too. So once you encode in H.264, you just put
Easier
a
for
Flash
them, not
wrapper.
me.
Well, for a video creator, a content creator as well.
right, the guys that are doing that, not me watching it.
Right.
It'll look no different to me, except it'll be a better quality Flash player.
Right. So
Okay.
let me give you an
All right.
example. Let's just say we have a podcast. Let's call it Diggnation.
Okay. I don't know what kind of weird alternate reality we're in, but all right.
We put out H.264 file, right, to automatically to iTunes right now. We do that
Right.
via RSS. It goes to
Right,
iTunes.
yeah.
Now we don't have to re-encode it into Flash. we essentially take that H.264 file, wrap it with a flash container, and we can play it directly back. No flash encoding,
So it
no
just
BS.
doesn't need to be encoded, but you still need to make a flash thing.
I am 95% sure that I'm saying the correct thing.
I mean, I'm excited.
I haven't played
Anytime
with
there's
it
new
yet.
stuff, I'm
I
excited.
haven't played with it yet,
I
but
just
this
feel
is-
like because I'm not a Flash developer, it's not
Right.
really my problem. It's good for them.
No, I hear you.
If it makes the Flash players better, good, because I mean, there's so many Flash players that are just freaking ridiculously good quality. Did you see the thing on was it on Adobe that they had the like high def?
That's it.
Flash.
That's this.
I'm excited. That's why I'm excited.
I love that. You're like, dude, I was on Adobe. I'm like, that's what we're talking about.
I know.
You're like, that's
If
fast.
that's what this enables people to do, then yes, have some.
Right.
I'm a happy
Okay,
camper.
so we got everyone on board. This
All right,
is good.
good.
All right, next story.
Next story: Bioshock has huge widescreen display bug. You all right? Did you spit a little? Display bug
opening
on
up.
both Xbox and PC. 2,338 people dug the story, submitted by D. Pratt. Both demo versions of Bioshock have a huge. Both demo versions of Bioshock, and actually this is with the actual version of Bioshock 2, have a huge bug dealing with the field of view in widescreen resolutions to create the 16:9 image. It's rendering a 4:3 image, zooming in and chopping off the bottom and top. Make sure that 2K Games knows that this is completely unacceptable, ruins the game for a lot of customers. That is what was being said. That is, and the really hard part was that 2K Games, when they first released the Bioshock, they said, we're really excited because we're going to make this an experience in the widescreen format. It's all shot for widescreen format.
And girls with large breasts are
I
watching
saw
us.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's how we roll here at IndyCar.
Yes. Hello,
Bye, ladies.
Goodbye.
Yeah, we're taping.
All right.
Sickles.
That's one thing that's nice about a camera. Honest to God,
Dude.
guys, you want to score? Get
Yeah.
a big ass camera, like an old one off
Doesn't
eBay.
even have to be
work.
that cool looking. Also, wireless
Just be
mic.
big. Wireless mic. Big
You don't even
camera.
need the patch.
Guy like Glenn standing there with headphones.
Yeah.
He can be listening to his iPod, whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Act like you're recording something.
Yes.
And naturally, they just stop and stare. And
Yeah,
they're like, oh, they
and then
must be
invite
bored,
them
we wanna have
in,
sex
tell them
with
you want to interview them.
Right, totally.
Ask them to
Naked.
take their top off. So anyway, so here, let me clear some stuff up.
Yes.
Everybody's calling this a bug. It's not a bug at all. It's not something didn't break in order to do this. So it's not really a bug. Secondly, this is what 2K Games did. They designed this game in a widescreen format.
Right.
Right? And then they went, okay, well, we need to deliver this in a 4:3 format.
So they chop the ends.
Rather than just going, well, these poor 4:3 people, we're going to cut the ends. They said, well, why don't we just raise the field of vision for 4:3? So they still get the same side-to-side view, which is what the game was designed in. It just gives them a little bit more on top, more on bottom. So even though it's a little bit of just semantics, because in theory that does mean that they chopped off the top and the bottom,
Right.
but it really was designed in 16:9, and then they increased the field of view just a bit so that the people who had to do it in 4:3 could still experience the widescreen flavor of the way the game was developed.
You know, and technically that makes sense to me, because if you have a widescreen that you developed it in,
yeah,
and you
all
chop
the
the
stuff is
sides,
shot. Right.
then all of a sudden you're getting hit by a monster that you can't even see.
Exactly. And that's what 2K Games said. They said, hey man, we were helping out the little guy who's got the 4:3, and then everybody gets crazy and goes, you're screwing the big guys with 16:9. And they go, yeah, you can look at it that way, but we actually developed the game in 16:9 and then said, let's just increase the field of view for the 4:3 people because we feel bad.
Right.
So I don't see this is not a bug. I think this is a good idea. Unfortunately, because of the mass reaction, no game company will ever do this again, which is really too bad, because I think this is the way that you make a 4:3 experience just as good as the 16:9.
By complaining, you're just screwing your 4:3 friends.
I know.
And everyone has a 4:3 friend.
You have that one guy who's like, I bought a 360, but my TV's all shitty. And you're like, oh.
Do you know honestly, how many of your friends still, Prager has a shitty ass TV?
Prager has a TV that we won.
That's right, we won
He's
a
got
TV.
Like a flat screen
that's
LCD
right, he's
high
got the
def
new
TV.
one.
What are you talking about?
That's right, well, we gave that to him.
I
He had
know.
a little
I
tiny
know,
thing.
I felt bad.
I felt bad
My
too.
buddy, Steve, the guy who shoots and edits the Totally Rad Show, he just bought a 52-inch Sony Vega LCD 1080p screen, and it is gorgeous.
Love that.
He has a Windows Vista machine for Media Center on it, running at 1080p. Holy
Dude,
crap.
it's time for me to upgrade my living room.
Yeah, your living room needs a little.
You know what I mean?
at-
I don't have any speakers. I don't have a receiver. I
Yeah.
do have a flat
Well, but you don't
screen.
watch TV that much. You don't
That's
play
true.
video games that much.
I do watch movies.
Well, if you watch movies, you should be hitting that shit pretty hard.
I just need a bigger place first.
All right, we'll get that. Let's work on that, both of
All
us.
right, sounds good. Are you getting a new place?
At some point. I don't know. I just cleaned my place. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that.
All right, go.
Next story, supernova.org, we're back. 4,852 people dug the story submitted by myself, Kevin Rose. This is an important story. It was important.
Plagiarism.
No, how's it?
I couldn't think of that word that I wanted.
Basically, what happened
Narcissism.
is the guys from Pirate Bay sent an email and they're like, "Hey, dude, Supernova's coming back."
Yeah, we talked
blah,
about
blah.
this when they were announcing it.
They had the countdown clock.
Yeah.
And then they went live. I freaking submitted it right away, and I got on the front page. So Supernova has been down for some years due to heavy pressure from the copyright lobby. They donated.
You mean because it's illegal?
Correct.
Yeah.
They donated the domain to the Pirate Bay, and as you know, it says, "We like to kick ass and bow to no one."
Nice.
So it's back up.
Nice.
There are TV shows on there. There's pretty much everything that was on
Love
there.
Supernova.
You know, it's crazy.
Supernova.
Yes. It's funny because in the comments, people are like, "Oh, well, we don't have to talk about piracy. We always talk about piracy."
Yeah, but it's alright. It's fun.
Anyway.
Arg.
Arrgh. It's back up. I'm curious to see. I mean, no one's been able to take down the Pirate Bay.
Well, it's because they're like in Guadalajara or wherever the fuck they are. Where are they?
I don't know where they're at.
That's so cool. They got like an island.
They're somewhere. They're somewhere
Yeah.
hidden.
That's cool.
But yeah, good stuff.
Coolio. Well, we're happy they're back up. Next story, a very evocative story. Photos from Miss Teen USA 2007. We had to do it. 2,122 people dug the story submitted by One Man Army. Miss Teen USA. Good. So these are pictures from the Miss Teen USA, and I gotta say, Jeebus. I feel a little, well, I feel a lot of shadiness because these girls are freaking hot. Yeah, dude, you saw the pictures. You remember some of the stuff you were saying.
Well, the ones that are 18, yes, I agree with you.
Well, see, that's the scary
Are
part.
they all 18?
No.
Are you sure?
I am positive. Believe me, this is why we were all creeped out.
I said, should we do this story? Because
And
it
I
is a little
said
bit
yes
creepy.
because this is what the people want.
No, the problem is,
They
honestly,
want boobies.
the biggest problem is that these girls, they are not, I mean, they look like they're 23, 24 years old.
Well, first off, I mean,
They're taking hormones or something's going on.
someone's got some hormones. But I feel like you shouldn't, Miss Teen USA shouldn't have a bikini-only competition.
Right. I agree
I mean,
with
it's
that.
getting a little bit like, you know,
It's a little
it
kinda
should be
like
talking
what-
about teddy bears and politics or whatever they do. You know what I mean?
Yes, I see what you're saying,
But
I
not
don't
like,
agree.
you know, here are my breasts, and now I'm 14 or whatever, 15.
Yeah, that's just creepy.
I mean,
There's
these
some of
girls
those
are
that
hot.
are
Like, it's one of
18.
those things where you're like, no, well, 18, 19, I think, because it has to just as long as you're a teen.
Right.
So 18, 19, I mean, that's fine. But even then, I mean, we're not young. You know what I mean? Like, we're 31.
I know, man. I know. It's sad because I remember when it's so funny because you ever look through some of your old girlfriend pictures?
Oh my God, and they look like kids, and you're like,
God,
what
it's
was I doing to that
weird.
poor girl?
Yeah, I know. I remember when I have a picture of like one of my old girlfriends she was like 16 at the time.
Oh.
And I remember looking at that exact picture and thinking like,
Yeah.
oh, she's so hot.
Yeah.
And then I go back and look at it and I'm just like, wow, she was a little girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I just had dinner with an ex-girlfriend of mine.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, you didn't tell me about this.
was
Which one? The
weird.
Asian one?
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it was
That was
weird.
the freak.
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah. Really took me some shit for that.
Anywho, good times had by all, pants.
Yes.
So, you know, kids shouldn't, I feel a little weird having them paraded around like that, but then I also feel like, but they're freaking hot.
Well, I can't go there, dude. I can't.
I know, dude.
I
We all can't.
No, I know.
The comments were hysterical,
What were they
dude.
saying?
The comments were like, let me get some of these here.
Well, remind me. Oh,
Page 2, New Hampshire, hot.
well, these are probably younger kids.
Oh, I like
around their
this. I
age.
almost started to feel like a dirty bastard, but then I realized Miss Teen Alaska is the daughter of a pastor of the largest mega church in Alaska. So now viewing the picture of the 15-year-old girls in a tiny swimsuit is sanctioned by God.
That's just terrible.
It's not terrible. Oh, I got some in my eye. Oh, Jesus. It's all right. It's coming back. It's coming back. We're all good.
One of the things that was interesting though about it reminds me of the Olsen twins countdown clock. Remember when they were like 17? Everyone was like, "Oh, they're so hot."
They're gonna be 18. They're gonna be 18,
felt
dude. They
creepy.
look like Skeletor. They are not attractive
They
girls.
are Skeletor girls. Anyway,
Yeah.
so if you're under 18 or around that age, check out the site.
Yes. All right. Next story. Let's get it going.
Next story, Space dust may be alive. 1,379 people dug the story submitted by J.P. Whitmore. An international team has discovered that under the right conditions, particles of inorganic dust can become organized into structures. These structures can then interact with each other in ways that usually associated with organic compounds and life itself.
All right.
This is crazy.
Well, yeah, I mean, living space dust?
Right.
Yes, that is weird.
They're saying that if this is to be true, it will be the first time that we have actually came across an alien life form, like a non-carbon based life form.
Okay.
My only question is, and they don't really explain this because I'm sure it's way over the reader's heads, including mine.
Yeah.
But how they're tracking the movements of space dust.
It's fucking windy here.
It is windy.
I just had to say, this umbrella is going to start going out. I'm sure our mics are like... Is
it that bad? Is it a little windy?
If you
All
check
right, good.
it, the shirt might be better, but it's good.
All right.
All right, cool.
So what they're saying is that basically by observing the patterns and the ways in which they move, they can even see reproduction.
Weird, dude.
Yeah, like some really
Where's
weird
this
stuff.
dust from? Besides space?
Cloud DR21.
Oh, cool. That dust.
That's what it says. It says
I think that's up like right about
molecular cloud DR21 shown here with an infrared image.
Dude, how
taken
weird would that be if
recently.
you're floating around in space and all of a sudden you go through a cloud that turns out to be molecular and it's like, and it just starts eating you, and then all of a sudden you're like, you come back and you're like,
First of all,
everything's great.
How are you even outside of your spacecraft so you can get eaten?
Taking a walk.
Right. You need a
If
space
you go
suit.
into space, you gotta get out of the spaceship.
No
You
doubt.
gotta get one of those big ass, like, freaking, you remember moon boots?
Oh, dude.
I love my moon
I would
boots.
so be there. Anyway, this is interesting because it just shows you that we don't know shit about shit.
Dude, I'm so excited for that day when we meet somebody who's like, hey, what's up? I'm from Uranus.
It's not gonna happen.
I think it will.
Maybe.
Do you think there's life outside the planet?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, me too. All right, cool.
Absolutely.
Good. Check it out.
All right.
All right, last story of the day. Paramount and DreamWorks drops Blu-ray Go HD DVD. 3,157 people dug the story, submitted by username 9000. No Transformers for Blu-ray. This was then accompanied by 2 other articles about Michael Bay. Supposedly Michael Bay got mad and said, then I'm not going to direct Transformers 2. Then
Right.
he realized they were going to pay me a shit ton of money.
I
And
think this
so-
is all PR stunts.
I think it is. But this is a big blow. I mean, first off, Paramount and DreamWorks were already started the game on HD DVD.
Right.
But then they said, well, we'll do both. We'll put out HD DVD and Blu-ray. And then HD DVD convinced them to not put out Blu-ray.
And by convince them, you mean there's a rumor out there right now.
There's
saying
a
they paid them
rumor.
$150 million
Yes.
to do away with Blu-ray.
Right. That is a rumor that they said, be exclusive to us, here's some money.
You know what? Somebody gives you $150 million bucks. I think you kind of
You do mostly anything.
you do pretty much anything.
Pretty much anything.
Yeah.
I mean, $150 buys you a lot of washing, if you know what I mean.
150 million.
Yeah.
You said $150.
Well, it also buys a lot of washing.
Wouldn't do anything for $150. But
Really? Anything?
no, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't sip that wine for $150.
Sure.
You wouldn't continue to do the show for $150. You wouldn't talk to Glenn.
No.
$150.
I mean, I'm
What's
just
up,
saying there's
bud?
certain things. There's a certain point where.
Do you have your keys?
What do we
Give
need
Glenn
keys
your
for?
keys.
I'm out of here.
Oh, you're out of here?
No,
The
give
keys-
Glenn your keys.
these are my keys. Your keys are your keys are in the inside there.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway, I feel like, look, I
Those
feel
are
like the
Indy cars.
HD, yeah, Indy cars. I feel like the HD DVD Blu-ray thing, it's just gonna all pan out. It's gonna be back
How?
and forth.
How is
and
it
then
gonna pan out though, man?
It's gonna become like
It's getting even more
Dash
fucked
R
up.
Plus R.
No, I mean,
I know it's completely different, but it's gonna be like Dash R Plus R.
Right, where
You're
we
gonna
have
get
one
discs
player.
that are gonna be like, it's both Blu-ray and HD DVD, you know what I mean?
I hope they can get a consumer-based dual player down to like the $199 price range.
Well, they actually said that the HD DVD players are outselling Blu-ray players 2 to 1.
Because of PS3.
No, that would be the opposite then. Blu-ray player is
Oh, I'm sorry.
PS3.
So the HD. Oh, really?
HD DVD players are outselling 2 to 1
That's
on Blu-ray
interesting.
players.
That's interesting.
And there's some big star. I mean, like Blockbuster supported Blu-ray, but then again, who the fuck uses Blockbuster? You know what I mean?
Yeah. well,
Netflix has both, I think,
which is great. Yeah.
which is great.
Honestly, the only reason I have HD DVD is because
came with the-
came
it's
the
for the 360.
For the 360 is extra $199.
Yeah.
If Microsoft put out a Blu-ray player for $199, I'll go get the Blu-ray player, hook it up, and have them side by side. And then whatever is movie I want, if it's
I
not
see.
one or the other,
Yeah.
I'll just freaking grab
Well, I
it.
got a
and-
PS3 for my birthday from the TRS guys. And so now I have an HD DVD and a Blu-ray player. So I'm excited to see, because like I didn't see Casino Royale.
Oh,
but Casino Royale is out on Blu-ray, not HD DVD. So I was like, ooh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, I feel like this is all sort of old, I mean, not old news, but it's all, you know, it's just the same shit, different day. You know what I mean? Back and forth skis, really is all it is. So we'll see what happens. It'll shake out.
We need some kind of polling system on our website. That's something I'm going to push for the next Rev 3 website. Because wouldn't it be cool to be like, which
you can do that on the forums. You can add polls on the forums.
Can you? On the Diggnation forums?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, never mind. We have it.
Cool. That was easy. Gots to love it. All right, dudes, that's it.
Yep.
Shall we talk about our lovely sponsors?
Let's talk about sponsors. First one, thanks again to tubesnow.com. Every tube is really a website. Just drag the media in and poof, you've got a website. Really, that's all you have to do. Now, I got a chance to play with this. Application you install, get it up and running, and you just drag anything, like I said, into the little sidebar.
Yeah.
And it instantly creates, like gives you URLs to give your friends or whatever it may be for media, you name it.
Yeah.
And it's also kind of a way to set up a universal, worldwide share of certain files. So like,
and you can also set permissions based on certain people you know and what like that. Yeah,
exactly. So like if you have certain media files you want to share with me, drag and drop in, add Kevin, boom, done. I have access to those files, nobody else does.
Yeah, it's funny. You know, the other thing that you can do is you can actually customize your tube. I saw yours was the normal template.
Yes.
I customized them to mine. And you can check out our tubes at, what is it, tubesnow.com, right?
Yep, tubesnow.com.
And there's a hub. You can access all tubes. You can find a Diggnation tube, Kevin tube.
Kevin tube and the Alex tube.
Like Breaker said, go to the hub, check out my tube that I have up there.
Check out
Alex
my
has a
tube
tube,
as
we have
well.
a Diggnation tube. We're going to put some extra
We're going to throw
footage
some of
from
the footage
show
from
and stuff
here
in
in the tube. We're just going to kind of throw shit down the tube.
Exactly.
All right, coolio. GoDaddy, create your mobile website using Website Tonight from GoDaddy.com. Easily create websites that are formatted specifically for wireless phones and PDAs, making them easy to load and navigate from your favorite mobile device. Also, .mobi domain names are now available for general registration. Additional discounts do not apply to Mobi domain names. Plus, enter code DIG5 when you check out. That's 5, and save an additional 10% off, and by 10% I mean $10 off, of any order over $40 or more. Some restrictions apply. See site for details. Get your piece of the internet, GoDaddy.com.
Yes,
You can also buy a car.
Yep. Big thank you to GoDaddy
Oh,
for bringing us out here.
That's a golf clap
Yes.
for GoDaddy right
Thank
there.
you, GoDaddy, for the wine.
Yeah.
All this
Well,
stuff.
thank you, Andretti.
Yes. Next up, Jangle.
Jingle jangle, here we
Jingle
go.
Jangle. Back a couple weeks ago, we talked to you about Jangle. It's like anonymous VoIP. It is a way for you to leave us messages anonymously. So what you can do is go into Jangle and type in our address, dignationfans@gmail.com. It will give you a phone number. You call that number, leave us voicemails, and then you will be able to, actually we're gonna play back some of the voicemails.
Yeah, we have a couple of voicemails here. This is from Lauren.
Will I be able to hear this?
I'm gonna try. Let's see what happens here.
Hi, my name is Lauren, and I'm from the Bay Area. Okay, first of all, I wanted to
Bay
say
Area?
that after hearing all about Virgin American Airlines on your show,
Virgin America, but
I'm
we'll
really
let that
excited
go.
to fly with them. I do a lot of coast-to-coast flying, and I swear my laptop always runs out of battery on every flight.
Nice.
Dude,
So,
rockin'.
since you said they have outlets in every seat, even in coach, and it's pretty awesome. But I was wondering, are they normal outlets?
Normal
or do you need an
outlets,
airplane
Lauren.
charger in order to
They
use
look like
them?
just like
And
plugs.
Second, Alex is right. A keyboard is just a keyboard.
Oh!
I'll admit the new Mac one looks pretty and all, but
Thank
at the
you.
end of the day, you're just using it to type. Anyways, have a great day,
how
and I love your
nice is
show.
she?
Bye.
Thank you,
She's
Lauren.
wrong.
She's nice. No, she's right. I've
keyboard-
played with the keyboard.
Not the new Mac ones.
Yes, I have. My buddy, and Steve got, the guy who buys everything, bought an
But have you
iBook
had
or an
sex with
whatever. No, that would hurt. Well, thank you, Lauren.
yes.
We really appreciate it. And you can head over to, how do we do it? Jangle.com?
Yeah, I already gave out all the details.
Cool. Now we got time. Thanks. So emails. Kevin, why don't you fire up your email there?
Yes, indeed. I have an email from Paul Griswold.
Griswold?
Griswold.
That's awesome. Like Griswold from Vacation?
Yes.
That's
kinda like
awesome.
That. Kevin and Alex, I was just watching August 16th episode where you talk about places to hide your laptop.
Okay.
All I have to say is, have you ever watched It Takes a Thief? Have you seen that show?
Yo, dude, have you seen that show?
No. Well, here's
dude,
what he's
that
about to
show is
say.
amazing.
It says the hosts are ex-thieves who get homeowners to agree to let one of the guys break into their house.
Yes.
All of your great ideas, such as under the sheets, under sofa cushions, are exactly where the guys look first. In fact, he normally throws the entire bed over on its side. if he finds anything in weird hidden locations or weird locations, he says that he knows that people store a lot of their valuable stuff in kind of crazy spots, well, cereal boxes, shoe boxes, underwear drawers, stuff like that. So basically, the second a thief finds something in one of these like kind of stupid hidden locations, rips your house apart looking for other stupid
as soon as he
locations.
knows,
So Paul says, seriously guys, if you can think of it, a good thief has probably thought of it too.
Interesting.
Paul, thank you for the tip. I will not hide my laptop underneath my cushions any longer.
Paul, that's very true. And to catch a thief, no, it takes a thief is actually really cool. The guys like go through, because they have hidden cameras all throughout the house. They even have security systems, like whatever it is that you have. Dogs, it's hysterical because he'll come in there and he'll be like, hey, what's up, baby? And like talk to the dog, and the dog's like following him around. Like, hey, what's up? Who's this guy? Hey, what's going on? And and the people are watching from like a closed circuit TV, and they're like, we thought that dog would rip the shit out of people, and here it is. He's like,
well, it's the
and he
tone
brings
of voice.
treats and
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah, totally. You got to bring treats. Treats
So
pretty
cool.
much will calm any dog down.
I know. All right, here we go. Next email, picture email.
Yep.
Not really a shirt email, but I like it.
Right.
Female Diggnation fan sunbathing with Diggnation logo reflected in glasses. Picture. This is from Brandy. She says, hey, Kevin and Alex, huge fan of the show. Just wanted to show you this picture of me sunbathing with the Diggnation logo reflected in my sunglasses. Hope you enjoy and keep up the good work. I think you two should totally grow the mustaches, and you keep talking about it, but it would be so hot. So we obviously
She
like
said
her.
it would be hot?
Dude.
Can't see the reflections.
I know. Watch it. How hot is that?
Is she coming to London?
Is she coming to London, and was she wearing a bathing suit in the picture?
We have no idea.
She shot in such a cool way.
like I
that
might
you
be
couldn't
naked.
tell. She's like, maybe I'm naked, maybe I'm not. You can't see where my bathing suit would be. Brandy, I love that you rhyme. Done.
Awesome.
Anyway, we want to thank our beersfordiggnation.com submitters, Aaron Schultz, Steve Rosebush, Howard Shorer, Aaron Caldwell, and Kevin Whitaker. Thank you kindly so much. And we will see all of you guys in London.
That's right.
Well, that's it for this week's edition of Diggnation. I'm Alex Albrecht.
And I'm Kevin Rose. Until next time, cheers and happy
And drive slowly with your seatbelt, unless you're on an indie lap.
Hanukkah.
All right, pit lane ends right here.
All right, cool.
Accelerate. Accelerate out of here. This is the start-finish line. Now we start off the lap. This is sixth. This is fifth.
Okay. I want to stop after this one. Okay, let's stop. Oh, okay. I need to get out. I definitely need to get out.
Yeah, this will be good.
Oh.
That was amazing.
Dude, you have no idea.